Just come around the curve here on the road, and hey, we're up here in the mountains of East Tennessee on this nice cool fall day. It's in the low 50s. The leaves are starting to change. They're not quite at peak yet, but there's some decent color around. So we're just on the back roads looking for a couple scenes to shoot. Just a beautiful, nice overcast day. The lighting is perfect for photography. So let's see what we can go get. Just come around the curve here on the road and was greeted by this beautiful scene behind me here. Looking in the camera, it looks like more green than what's really in the scene. The leaves here have turned kind of a medium yellow, still have a little bit of a green tint to them. Hopefully I can capture that in the photograph, but I know on the camera it looks a little on the green side. Just absolutely beautiful. I've actually been here before and shot this scene, but it's such a nice scene. I want to come back and shoot it again. The road down here makes a little bit of an S-curve, and you've got the backdrop of these beautiful yellow trees, and the trunks will turn almost black when I make the exposure. So yeah, this should be a nice scene. We'll get set up and we'll grab this shot. We got the camera set up here. I'm going to shoot an F-16. There's quite a bit of distance between the foreground and the background, and I like to get a good depth of field. And there's not hardly any wind, but there's just a tinge. So I'm going to bump my ISO to 400 just to, try to bump my shutter speed up a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to shoot this in mirror lock up with my remote. This should be a really nice scene. Let's take this one. Oh yeah, the histogram is just perfect. Yeah, the histogram is perfect. I haven't blown out the highlights and I haven't blown out the dark areas. It did about 0.8 seconds or almost a second exposure. So yeah, that should be nice. Again, the scene looks a little bit more green on the camera than it does in person. It's quite yellow in person. Well, we've happened up to another nice little fall scene. We got down here at the bottom of the road and come up on the river, and off in the background back here there's some nice fall color. I'm looking at the screen on the cell phone and it doesn't really show the color like I'm seeing it here. Hopefully that'll look better in the final edit, but yeah, let me turn the camera around so you can see this. I'm going to shoot this scene at f11. The whole scene, the nearest object and the furthest object away, all of them are still a pretty good distance away from the camera. So the distance is going to work to my advantage. I'll be able to shoot it in f11 and get maximum sharpness in the scene. Still running a 400 ISO. That way shutter speed will be a little bit quicker to account for any movement the leaves we may have. So yeah, let's fire this one off, see how it does. Oh yeah, that gave me a great histogram. The highlight areas are pushed about as far as they can go without overexposing. The shadows look good. I think this is going to edit out to be a really nice scene.